Hi everyone, welcome to another video of dynamic modeling of cities. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a simple city blocks using Greeble and Splineoffset. So first of all, we have to download these two plugins. The first one is Splineoffset and the other one is Greeble. I have shown how to download the plugins in the previous video if you want to have a look. Okay, so driver base. So while selecting this one, I'll create a new layer and I'll make it driver splice. So this is what we'll use to drive our whole city. And while we're selecting this layer, we'll go to top view and draw a line. With bezel. So the roads in the city are really disparate, so some are wider, some are not. So I'll just make it randomly. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll rename every single line. So these two ones, I want them to be, for example, let's say 30 meters. So I'll make them, and then this one will be 30, and these two, I want it to be, let's say 15. Sorry. So that's 30, that's 30. So this one would be 15. Yeah, I'll make another one. 15. Okay. So I'll select those 30-meter lines. If you hold down Shift, right click and select clone. So we'll create a reference clone for this. And while still selecting, I'll create another new layer and call it basements or roads. It's up to you. Okay, I'll repeat the same thing with the 15-meter lines. So right click, reference, okay, and then I'll add this one into the casement layer. Okay. So if you go here, you can see if I click on this one, I'm not getting a gray reference line. And if I get on this one, click on this, I'll get a gray reference line. Okay, so what I'll do here is to turn off the driver's lines layer, and I'm just gonna work with this reference copy. So I'll select those 15-meter ones. and now put in spline offset. Okay, I'll make the length into 15, and if I scroll down here, oops, sorry. If I scroll down here, the end type, I'll change it to open but. We wouldn't want to keep the original spline, so I'll just turn that off. We can also change the parameters here, for example, but in this case, we just need one only. Okay, and I'll repeat with the 30 meter splines. So I'll go to modifier, type spline offset. Okay, I'll shift, spline offset. Make this one into 30 and open but. I don't want to keep the original spline. Okay, so now we got the casement. And what we do now is we make a reference copies with those casement. You don't need to do a reference copy, but it just so we'll have a bit more control in terms of the adjustments, like the row widths or locations. So I'll select all of these and hold down shift and right click, clone reference. Just make sure that I select everything. Okay, clone reference. And while I'm selecting this, I'll make it to another new layer called shape boolean. Okay. So when we turn up the driver spline, we also need another copy of the driver base. Then I'll drag this copy into the shape boolean layers. So this will be the base of our shape boolean. Okay, I'll do is I'll turn the other layers black back off. Okay. So while you're clicking on the driver base, where it says splines here, we change it to compound shapes, and we click shape boolean. Scroll down and then select subject in add operands. So you can now start select all of this one. Okay, so this would be your casement, and all the edges here, it'll be your building edge. We can also clone this a couple of times and use it of different ways. So the first clone we'll make is to offset a footpath. So clone, I'll change the name into footpath, and I go to modify list, line offset. The distance I would make it into 4. The bevel will be round, so I'll have this nice looking footpath. Also turn off the keep original spline here. Okay, now we go back into the driver base clone it again. Yep, and then we quantify mesh to this clone. Oh, so this one, we'll name it buildings. So this will be our buildings layer. Okay, we want to press F3, change the wireframe setting so you can see the faces. Just go to here. Okay, so you want to create greebles. So you get a greeble happening over here, over the blocks with the footpath in between. So you can adjust the minimum height, maximum height. For example, let's say I'll just make this 0, and then I'll just turn on the witches on. So you get more of the industrial looking buildings, for example. Change the density. Okay. You can also create a greeble on top of another greeble. For example, I'll just turn up the widgets here. I'll make the minimum heights and the maximum heights. I'll just make this maybe 2, and then I select tops. So I'll just select the top of it, and I'll add another greeble. So there'll be a greeble on top of the greeble we have just now. And then I'll make it maximum height, let's say 5 meters. 2 meters, I'll turn off the taper, make it to 0. Okay, and then if I select tops, so I can make another layer of the greebles again. This time maybe I'll just make this into 0, and then I'll just turn on the witches. Okay, so I'll make this minimum size, maximum size, make it to 20, for example. Also can increase the density of it. Here, I'll just put 10, for example, or maybe 5. Just make the 5 getting really heavy. Okay. So it depends on how you would want it to look. You can play around with the settings. And also, if we go back to the driver spline at this point, and we're selecting this, we will be able to make modifications to this road, and it will instantly update, so you can see. Okay. For the footpath, if you select the footpath layer, I'll just go here, and then I select the selection, and I'll say sweep. Actually, I'll go extrude. Oh no, sorry, sweep. Yep. Yeah, I think sweep. Okay. And then you change the settings, scroll down here. I'll make it to the width is 5. Okay. Then I'll change the layer into bar. Okay, so if we click this one again, we'll have the city blocks with the footpath.